time we'll have to go follow.
Alright, we're not gonna do committee reports tonight. We don't have an agenda. We don't have the minutes from last month yet. All we have is the monthly bills right here. We are locked out of our bank till they get us a token in the mail.
Dumb stuff.
I don't understand it, but I guess that's the way they do things. So I guess once we get the token, we'll go on a website and put the token in. So if somebody was going to get our token number, they still can, I think. I mean, it's supposed to be secure, so they didn't send us one. It's in the mail. So until then, we can't pay no bills, but we can authorize them, I believe.
So,
Because
was there only one signature? Who was it?
two. There's three now.
Okay, but all you do is change the signature card, right?
Well, we tried to do that. They are changing us to small business. No, I didn't authorize it, Liz didn't, nobody authorized this. We got an email, or she tried to go onto the banking, and it was locked out. I tried, it's locked out. I said, well, alright. Sent the lady a message, and it come back as, you're being changed to small business, you will receive a token in the mail. You got three other things you gotta do once you get that token. Which, I guess is just a number. And I've never dealt with them, but, so,
What were you listed before?
Mifflin Village. It's the same, it'll be the exact same account, but I don't know what Amy had us, evidently not small business.
Should have been government.
Yeah, but, so, I don't know at this point. I called, nobody wants to call me back, so it's just par for the
Maybe
course
you
for the
can find
last
out?
couple months.
That's what it should be.
She said
What
the
bank? What bank is
Huntington.
that?
Small business.
He said it's on its way. It's in the mail.
But that was in the beginning
I
of the week.
I said, our mail,
We
well,
no mail service.
so I thought I would try to call again tomorrow and see if I can get a hold of her boss, which I'm sure he's just gonna say, hey, we've already sent it out, there's nothing we can really do. But to me, it doesn't make sense if, they're gonna send this in the mail so it's secure, but we go right back on the website to punch it in. So I don't know,
But
but
just the village of Mifflin, or more places got switched?
I don't know.
Because we are a government agency,
Yeah,
right?
so.
Government entity,
Yeah, so that's where we are, but we've got the checks written. All we need to do is get them approved. Once we get the token, Liz can get in there, we will sign the checks and send them out.
Are there charges for government or
I have
for
no
business?
idea, Deb, this
Small
was
business,
like,
yes.
this was just like, we know nothing about this.
I
So-
don't understand how they can just change it.
Well, neither do I, but, unless somebody calls me back.
It said like the one girl was on vacation and then she came back and she's like, oh, I'm back from vacation and
Everything got changed, yeah.
I tried emailing her a couple times. Nothing.
So I don't know. We'll work on it again tomorrow or in the coming days. So, everybody had a chance to look at that?
Yes. It's been up there.
Motion to approve the monthly bills.
Motion made.
Second.
Now roll call.
Did you get the motions? Lean made the motion.
Colleen.
I made the motion
Okay.
Just put it
Sorry.
down somewhere.
in your notes.
Okay.
Okay,
Who seconded?
and
Patty
Patty
seconded.
seconded.
Patty seconded.
Second. Okay.
Alright.
And then roll call.
Then roll call.
Call my name.
Okay. Colleen.
Yes.
Deb.
Deb. Yes. Andy.
Angie.
Patty.
Patty.
Yes.
Alright. Okay.
I'll get it.
You will, you will.
Alright, so that's about as good as we're gonna get. We have nothing else.
We have,
We have a box full of paperwork in there that
council seat open, we gotta take care of, 2 of them.
2 of them. I'm not gonna do anything tonight. I think,
You gotta let council,
no,
Can't just
30
walk
days is
away.
over.
That's the question, when does the 30 days expire?
Resignation was
At the meeting.
last meeting, so we're over 30 days.
The last meeting would have been the 9th.
So this is the 13th, so that's 31, 2, 3, 34 days or so. But I think we're good right now till we get some stuff figured out. Deb, I don't,
No, we're gonna do it tonight. We're doing it today.
no, we're not.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are. Pam did not Pam did not
Hey,
resonate.
I
that
said
day
we're
when you
not
said-
doing it.
Yes,
said yes,
she
we
did,
are.
at 5:30.
No, if you go back to your records, he said she was just not here. I asked.
No, I told Mr. Hunter she resigned.
No,
Yes.
that's not what was on the
Well,
record. I was
look at
here.
it.
I was here and she did.
She
Well, I
resigned.
know
bef-
she resigned, but that's
She
not
said
what
she
he told the
texted her.
council members.
he
That's
sent it
not
on
what
his
he told
phone
everybody.
afterwards. But I don't
I
know
was
why
here.
we can't do something tonight, this is the next council.
Yeah, we're here. You were supposed to post it, let everybody know. We show up at the meeting, nobody's there.
That's why I don't want to do it, right there. Because
Why, because you didn't get
'Cause
your family
he-
members in? Is that why?
he's going to tell me what to do.
You tone it down, please.
Sorry, I'm hard of hearing, I'm not going to.
I don't see a reason why we
What do you want to
can't.
do?
Well, you
Dave,
don't need
what-
to be hollering in my
Well, I
ear.
So-
didn't
This is
mean
the
to.
next
I'm
council
not doing
meeting.
it on purpose.
So, council has 30 days from the date of resignation to fill the spot.
Okay,
If council doesn't do it, then it's up to the mayor to fill the spot. So if the 30 days have passed, council cannot fill the spot.
okay.
So then it's up to the mayor to fill the spot.
Even though we didn't have a council meeting within those 30 days.
You could have called a special meeting
And we talked about that.
and filled the seat.
Angie asked if
Okay,
we found somebody, we could call a special meeting.
and nobody
like
contacted
I'm
us.
And nobody contacted me.
I'm assuming you had a special meeting to appoint your.
Yes,
Yes,
So you could have done it then as well.
yes.
okay.
All right. So we've got a couple of ordinances. The one from the state of Ohio for the paving. We needed to get this taken care of. They wanted to charge us $14,000, but now they're going to take care of 100% of it. Thoughts?
It's an ordinance or a resolution?
Well, I don't know. It's up to Dave.
Could be a
It
risk.
says either or
Did
on
they
top.
title it? It'd be a resolution.
Alright.
04, 2024.
04?
Yeah.
04, 2024. That'd be, write down resolution 04, 2024.
And this is to allow Sarvis to do this, right?
This is just to allow them to do it. How much of this I gotta read? Since they don't have a title. That's the rest of it.
The project description. There's the section on
Here?
it. Yeah.
Alright. the following resolution and enact, project description. Whereas the state has identified the need for the described project to resurface pavement with an asphalt concrete overlay and perform pavement repairs in the village of Mifflin in Ashland County. This project includes State Route 96 from Richland County line to Ashland full width corporation limit. State Route 603 from State Route 39 in Richland County to Ashland County line, and State Route 603 from Mifflin South Corp to east of Franklin Church Road, State Route 96. This project is currently scheduled to be constructed in the summer of 2025.
Can I ask a question?
Yes,
So the description that you're giving is basically from Ohio Street all the way to Franklin Church Road?
from the south corporation
Oh,
line.
39, all the way down and
Fire
around.
department?
This is just for Mifflin. What I read is all of what they're doing.
Oh,
But all we're worried about is from the sign past the fire station, 603 the state route, from one end to the other in the village of Mifflin. Motion to approve resolution 04-24.
they're paying for all of it and
That's what it says, 100%.
second.
Roll call.
Roll call. William,
Yes.
Deb,
Yes.
Andy, Patty.
Alright, so we have another ordinance. And this will be,
05.
oh, duh. 05/2024, Liz. An ordinance establishing a weed and grass regulation within the village of Mifflin and declaring an emergency. Alright, so you know I went around and I put some signs on some doors. For the most part, people said, okay, yeah, it's taking us a while, we're getting to it. A couple people didn't do it. They're not gonna do it. This gives us, I believe, a little more power to make them do it. You know, we want it nice.
Isn't there already something in the basic code?
Yes, we have something, but here's what happens, Deb. If tomorrow I wanted to say, hey, look at that guy's weeds, we would have to wait till the next meeting or have a special meeting. And then they got 5 days after that. So if it was tomorrow, then the next meeting would be July 14th, so the weeds are still growing. They don't have to cut them. This gives us, let's see. The mayor, village police officer, or authorized designee can cause a written notice. So we fill it out, take it, put it on their door. They got 5 days. Or we publish it in the newspaper. Do what?
What do you put in the newspaper?
That they need to, we put the name of the owner, the lot number, I guess, and say you need to cut your weeds. Or we have Ray go down, or one of the officers, to do it.
So
And-
it basically authorizes you to give them notice, either personally or by certified mail. Once they have notice, they have 5 days. If they don't do it, then you can go in and have your maintenance person cut the weeds. Send them a bill for cost. If they don't pay it, then you can certify that to the county auditor to be added to the real estate taxes. And also, at the same time, they can be charged with a 4th-degree misdemeanor for failing to comply.
weeds, or can it just be grass that's not mowed?
Anything
Okay.
Anything over 12 inches.
Anything over 12 inches.
Okay.
So make sure you have something to mow your lawn.
Burdock thistle or any vegetation of rank growth. So, weeds.
Hemlock.
And hemlock's the main one I'm trying to get rid of. But
And the main problem behind the dairy bar is you can't see the pole out.
yeah, you know, when you pull up there,
Absolutely.
you can't see.
Sure do.
I took a video of it today. I said, you know,
I almost hit a lady once.
I've weed eated it twice. I'm just not going to do it again. You know. That
It's been ongoing since Jeff was.
yeah, and the guy beside him, they're not doing anything, and the people that bought Dawn's house are not going to do anything. You know. So
So what,
if we want nice, we want nice.
okay, so I just need kind of a definition due to the fact that parts of my property are overgrown, like wooded areas, but you said the other day that you found hemlock.
Yeah,
So,
but I chopped it down.
oh, you did? Thank
Yeah.
you. I didn't even.
That's what I was chopping down
I
back there.
didn't even know to thank you. But like, what part of that area is considered overgrowth that I would need to cut down?
Well,
Because it's technically like a,
Yeah.
it's a wooded area,
Well,
but
part of that is a village alley. And that, I guess, will be up to discretion of the mayor, the chief of police, or their designee
okay.
that needs to decide that. We're not going after people just for going after them. We want the village to look nice. I mean, we can't have it like, I've cut all mine, and the next guy don't cut his.
Well, right, and that's why I asked, like, at what point is my back area there needing to,
I
like,
think if you're making an attempt, Angie, if anybody's making an attempt, or the front of the back of their property that's up against an alley, that's an attempt, you know. But to not do nothing, that's not an attempt.
Blatantly, I'm just
Yeah.
not gonna do it.
You're just not gonna do it. And so far, we have 3 of those.
Can I ask a question about
Sure.
that? What about where the back of the bar, besides the barn right there, that whole area's been a wheat thing the whole time?
Like,
That whole thing is nothing but weeds.
where? By the,
You know,
Stop
where
sign?
you cross over the bridge, and you got Robbie's side, and then you got the other side. Like, there's a whole embankment of
grass.
poison ivy, you name it, all of it. It's just like never been mowed.
Well, it's all
it's
honeysuckle.
honeysuckle.
Well, I didn't remember that
And
being-
I mow 2
No,
strips at
that's
the road.
fine, but I didn't know, like, I know there's gotta be a code, you can't just say it's honeysuckle, that's not an answer.
Well, that is what it is.
Well, I know.
But that's what it is.
But it's over 12 inches tall.
No,
No, I
It's
don't
like
think it
nothing but
is.
weeds.
unless it crawls on something.
So are you saying that this ordinance needs more details and
Well,
specifications?
it's already, there's a book
Like, is
that's
that what you're saying?
already read there.
Yeah.
He's saying what I think. You can't go by what I think, it's what is written down. That's the problem. You have to follow the rules, you can't just make it up what you think. And I know it's in that book.
And I do want to thank my neighbor for reading in my house.
And that's all we're
I
asking
don't
people
care.
to
I
do.
was just, so you pick or choose. Well, finally, Rader's got that. He has to do his deal. Finally, you know, the
That
back.
back, yeah,
I never
that's
understand. I was like,
that's
why
true.
does he don't have to? You know,
He does, and he's one of the
for all
people,
these years.
he's one of the people I'm talking about right now,
Yeah, I know.
that he said he's not gonna do it.
If we all gotta do it, then we all gotta do it.
That's, that's what I'm thinking, so.
That's where I was trying to go with my back
It
area
was
there,
the
like,
clarification's vague. It's like, you know, that can be fought in court.
Well, if a guy's got a little patch of weeds in his side yard and nobody's bitching about it, I'm not gonna say,
The
hey,
next door neighbor didn't understand why he had
Yeah.
to mow his yard.
well,
Like,
he
I don't-
should've.
Well, it was kind of.
Yeah, I mean,
But he, was new in the town, and
Right.
he sees it like 50 feet from his own yard. There's
Yeah.
another weed.
Yeah.
He just didn't understand. It's like you try to explain it, they
all right.
don't understand.
Motion to approve resolution or ordinance 05-2024.
Suspend the rules.
Oh, motion to suspend the rules.
So moved.
Second.
All right, motion to suspend the rules.
So,
So it's Deb.
Well, there's the definition.
Second.
of the ordinance.
I did.
There's a little section about the definition.
Roll call?
Yep.
Joanne?
Colleen?
Yes. Deb?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Roll
She was listening to this conversation.
I was listening that I didn't have to cut my sweet peas down.
Angie?
Yes.
Patty?
Jeez, that's what I was.
His grandma and mom started them years ago.
And I cut
Okay.
Patty's hemlock
Motion
out of-
to approve ordinance 05-2024.
It's on the alley, it's not anybody.
Motion made.
Hemlock.
Oh, up front? I thought maybe Tom did that.
Need a second.
Second.
Roll call?
Yep.
What's this
Colleen?
about?
Yes. Deb?
Yes.
Adopting this ordinance.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes. Patty? I'm done with that because I have questions.
Those are the only two I think we had to get done. All right, so,
What was that?
yeah. Do we want to, all right, as of tonight, we're probably owed $17,000 in sewer bills. And I know this is probably not gonna make sense to some of you, but I would like to see the late fee go to $10.
Guess who's not on
So council sets the rate, so I imagine they set the late fee too, wouldn't they, Dave?
what's the, what's the
that?
next?
$5.
It's $5 now, and I've talked to people already, they said they don't care.
Well, here's the thing that. I mean, if you raise it to $10, they're already not paying it. And if they are struggling, that's just gonna hurt them more because they're just gonna look at those numbers and if they're hurting.
Okay,
I didn't say if they're purposely not paying
Right.
it.
and we do have some of them.
Yes.
That aren't because, for whatever reason, they'll pay when they want. Well, if you can see in there, that's all our receipts and stuff laying on that table in there. And there's probably 30 that haven't been paid yet from the 5th. There's a few of them that aren't gonna pay. I
Well,
know that.
For granted, and granted, some people are gonna be like, oh, well, it's just $5.
Yeah.
I'll pay it.
Well, is it $10? Is that gonna be the number? I don't know. But we have to do something.
But I feel like you need to make a discrepancy, like if they come to you and say, look, I'm hurting and this is all I can pay, then that's one thing. But if they're just purposely not and you jump it up to $10, then that's different.
Yeah.
We've
feel-
already posted
I
it
think
to
I've
that.
posted
People
enough
will
times.
work. We can work with you.
Right, but
we
what I'm
would-
saying is working with the late fee too.
Yeah, well, I think that's probably up to our discretion, isn't it, Dave, or?
I mean, if they're purposely not paying it and they're like, forget you, then yeah, tack on the extra $10. But if they come to you and specifically say, hey, I can't pay all this because, we've got a financial burden or whatever the case may be, then maybe not charge them.
But I guess some more of the backstory. Dave sent a letter to the health department. The letter we got back said they understand our situation. They are working with their lawyers to see if they can come up with something. So,
So we just wait on them.
well, if we wait, I mean, if we approve the $10, do we have to charge the $10, Nick?
Well, obviously, at any point, council can waive any fees.
Okay. But, yeah, if they come back and say,
Or your
here,
village administrator.
Yeah.
if you have a village administrator.
if they come back and say, we have a better idea for you, I want to hear it. You know, I don't want, I don't want to charge somebody else $10, but I know there's people that if you charge them $10 instead of the $5, they're going to be a little quicker to the mailbox.
Right. True
You know,
story.
but, and there's going to be some of them that still not coming to the mailbox. You know, so,
Well,
I
like I
mean-
said, that one day when we talked about, you know, the putting them on a, like a payment plan
Yeah.
like the electric company would, the 1/6 or whatever, you still get charged a late fee. That still gets tacked on
Yeah.
when you're on that
Yeah.
6-month payment plan with the electric company. So
But-
I mean, it's not like you would be outing the village any money. I'm just saying that maybe the rules need to be this for people that are hurting and this for people that just are purposely.
I don't-
That's picking and choosing.
But how are
I
you
got
gonna decide
Yeah,
who's
you-
really
Across the
hurt?
board.
Who's gonna make that decision?
If they owe
There'd be a lawsuit.
$7,000 and they've obviously just not been paying,
When a lawyer shakes his head, no, it's no.
no,
Yeah.
well, I tried.
You
I mean-
you can do that, I'd be glad if you can start paying your retainer, I'll be glad to.
I mean, I tried. I
We
thought
need to
maybe
give
that,
them
like,
the
if
option
somebody
to
comes to you
ask.
and says, hey,
Ask
listen,
and
we're
wait.
really hurting right now, like, is there anything you can do, maybe waive
and we
that?
could,
And
I
we
think
can
we
work
could
with
work
that.
with them.
We
You
can
can
work
work
with
with
that.
You know, they're still going to pay. They just might not have to pay $5,000 today. You know, but they've got to pay. You know, there's people
I
paying.
also wasn't talking about the ones that owe $5,000.
Yeah.
I was talking about the ones that are 2 or 3 months behind and had something happen.
And there- there's-
They've had plenty of time
Yeah.
to try to work with it.
They-
They've had.
I
those
posted
people
it
have had
more
plenty of
than
time.
once. Like I said, we are more than willing to work with anybody because we want the money. We don't want to have to go through the process of getting our house. You know, it's just,
I see.
this is a village. This ain't the big city where we want to be able to work with people.
Could raise it a percentage of what they owe.
I don't know.
Well,
That
yeah,
puts
that's
more
a
work
good
on
idea.
Liz.
We're trying to make this easier. My ultimate goal is to get everybody, you know, some people paid that extra. Most people didn't because of the way it's worded. If you're gonna put that on a bill, why wouldn't you have made the bill for that extra money? If you noticed on your slip, it says, with the June bill, it will be an extra $11. Well, you're still getting charged $47. That made no sense to me. And it evidently didn't make a lot of sense to everybody.
Maybe they just looked at the total amount due.
I
Yeah.
just looked at the total
Yeah,
amount due. and
that's what I'm
paid it.
saying.
That's all
So-
I did.
We're gonna have to give them people a credit that paid that, which means more paperwork, that we don't even know what's going on with our paperwork yet, so,
Got it.
I
You
mean,
still haven't been able to find anything on that computer?
not okay, I found some paperwork that shows 5/9, the billing of 5/9, so as soon as everybody gets their checks in, we can figure out what's owed. If they have a problem then, they will have to bring their checks and show us that it's not right. So,
Gotcha.
but that house beside me hasn't been paid a sewer bill in
Since they got it.
ever.
There was, they
She
haven't
was
been-
billing Donna Bright. Well, it wasn't paid. Wonder why? Because she sold it in 2018. This house across the street, she was billing the dead guy and the new
And
owner.
the new owner.
The house, Pearl's old house on the corner down there, she was billing 3 different owners for it.
What?
Yes.
Wow.
So, I got everything out, laid it on a table in there, went to the auditor's site, got on the map, went every house in the village of Mifflin, and put a card till I run out of cards and said, well, there's that house, that's nothing, never been. This one, that one. So, yeah, it's a mess. If Hayesville and Vermillion and Savannah have got the same system, good luck. It's a
I'm
mess.
not defending Amy, but if Tim didn't tell her these people are supposed to be hooked up and paying, and that people and that,
Yeah, I don't know whose
She
responsibility that was to do. Well, yes, I do. In our ordinance, it says the owner's supposed to do it. But, you know, if you're moving, you're selling your house, you're supposed to get caught up. And we have businesses that haven't done that, you know. So, in our ordinance, it says the new owner will be liable. Somebody's got to pay. And that's, if I was going into a new business and found that out, I'd be mad. But there again, you should do your due diligence and find out what you're owed or what you will owe. So, I don't know. It's up to council. If you want to raise it 10, if not, we'll just plug along. And I mean, like I said, it's a mess right now. And it's going to take us a while to get all this stuff figured out. But we're working on it. The folks at RCAP have offered to send a fiscal officer here or virtually to help Liz when she gets a list of questions. So that's great of them. I mean, they don't have to, so that'll help. But as far as reports and stuff, that's the best we can get right there. If we pay our bills, everything else will work out, I guess, or hope it will, you know. I don't know if the state can fine us for not doing reports. We've got a lot of stuff, I think, appropriations, I don't know, budget, all that stuff. We're not getting to that until we can find out what we gotta do. So, that's just some of the stuff that's going on.
Fred and Liz have been up here almost every day.
I believe it.
So, you know,
Did you ever find out if you can turn them off or not from the health department?
that's what they're working, their lawyers are working on it right now.
You can, yes,
We can do that.
but we're trying to figure out different solutions.
Okay.
I'd rather not shut them off, you know, but we will shut them off.
God, honestly, if we didn't shut them off, I said if you do, we'll deal with it.
Is there any way we could wait a little bit until you guys kind of get things a little situated to vote on the $10 and the same?
That's up to you guys. I mean, I really think it would help, but like I said, there's 30 customers in there haven't paid. And, you know, every day I look in that little box out there and it's not in there.
I make a motion to raise it $10 if they don't pay it on time.
2 I'll second it. Roll call. Celine, Yes.
Yes.
Angie,
Yes.
Patty.
And that don't mean that don't mean we have to.
Right.
Hopefully, when I post that, people will get their checks in.
Well,
That's-
anytime you have a bill and you look at due,
Yeah.
after this date, you owe this.
Yeah.
You wanna get it paid before you have to
I
pay
do.
extra money.
It's
I
just
know.
responsible
Whether it's-
paying.
I never
What?
do it that way, ever. Since I was 18, never.
You pay late charges?
Always.
I got storage unit in Ashland, I got over 20 grand in throughout the years. Yeah.
Well, I'm tighter with
Money is
my
not
money.
gonna drive
Sometimes.
me being me.
Yeah.
Sometimes,
Alright.
depending on the right day.
Money's not that important to everybody else it is.
Okay, I wanted to get a letter
Yeah,
written
Exactly.
about school funding and see if you guys had approved the letter, but I didn't get to it
It wasn't.
because Hillsdale's gonna have, I'm pretty sure they're gonna have a levy on.
That isn't new money.
And, you know, I've got a new school and it's nice and all that, but Ohio needs to figure out how to fund schools. And if all the villages and towns got together and said, hey, we're tired of going levy after levy after levy, find a way to fund these schools. Maybe somebody in Columbus would say, I think people are starting to get serious about it, so. But I didn't get to that letter. Hopefully by the next meeting I will. And you probably wouldn't make, Dave's on the board of a couple of them. He knows. I mean, it's just, school funding's gonna be an issue forever. I mean, you know, whether you do an income tax or a property tax or whatever, somebody's not gonna be happy. We pay money to the state every year for studying zebras and, I don't know, whatever, that doesn't make sense, you know. I'm tired of it. I think our money needs to come back to our communities, so. Probably won't, but,
I went to that meeting where they got that new school, and they claimed that the pipeline going in paid for it.
well, it doesn't
did.
pay for the operating
Yeah,
cost.
I know, they made.
And
it
I
big.
said that at the time too, you know.
They can max out at what, 2 point something?
These places are, you know,
They can hit me up for $2,000 a year.
yeah,
Pay for that school.
the
Why would
school,
the house ain't worth $5?
I think they overdid it.
That's stealing.
They have the new dog shelter. They're already in the red. I mean, because they overdid it. These,
Now the cops have to take care of it.
you know, it's nice to have a great school, but I don't know. I worked on a bunch of schools, and Galleon had a really nice school, but each block in that building cost $8.
Gee.
It was split face, it was nice, it was great, but $8. You figure it up, that's a lot of money, so, I don't know. Mr. Hunter, what can we do to get Rube to pay his assessment? He works for the village, and I don't know whatever became of the sewer fees, because I've never been privy to that.
The sewer fees.
Yeah, he was being charged fees for the sewer. I don't know if Tim ever got that taken care of or not, but
I
he,
thought he took care of that same time with,
okay, is mine?
I believe so.
Okay, well, I wouldn't have known, so I still don't know. But if you could look through your stuff and see if he
Jim
said
didn't
anything.
keep records of anything that he turned in when he resigned?
No,
Quit it.
keys, that was all he turned in.
Seriously, shouldn't there be records?
Well, there should be a lot of things, Deb, but there's not. I mean, I just got the truck back again today. Another $180 for a brake line busted. 2 new batteries. I mean, it's just,
Couldn't get out the door. They had to roll the window down, do it from the outside.
I don't know, it's silliness, but back to Rube. Robbie Walton should be paying it. Everybody else, Greg paid his, Deb paid, we
We
paid
all
ours,
paid.
we all paid our assessments. That was you know, that was so we could get the sewer. So he should have to pay his assessments. It's already been sent to the auditor, but he hasn't paid taxes on this house
Since he got it.
since he got it, so. Do we have, what is our recourse, I guess?
Same as anybody else,
It's-
unless you can get him to agree to allow a percentage of his weekly pay to go to.
All right. Okay,
Or monthly pay, whatever.
all right. All
So
right.
you can't just take it out because he's a village employee.
Right, that's why I kinda
You'd
used
have
that.
to either give him judgment and then garnish his wage, or get him to agree to allow you to pay a certain amount.
Does that have to be written?
The agreement?
I would hope.
Well, I don't know, he could be like, I told
Why
you to
would
stay
you
with the
add a
house.
sewer system to a place where you don't have a place at all and to charge somebody?
Cause he had a building there.
What, a shed?
No, it's
No,
trailer.
he had his trailer down there.
Is that what they call that?
It was a mobile
Well, the
home,
thing-
yes.
Greg, if we wouldn't have, then, if we wouldn't have, then down the road, he just said, you know what? I got water now.
Well, yeah, then he'd have to hook up, but like if there's nothing there.
Oh, and the village would have had to pay for it.
Because you never turned it on, but you're charging it for it.
Not
Well,
anymore.
this is not even about that. This is about the assessment.
What we all paid in the
What we all
beginning.
paid in the beginning to get the sewer.
I thought you
Not
were
the
talking
sewer?
about the sewer bill.
No. We're gonna find out about the sewer bill. I didn't pay my sewer bill for the same reason, you know? So,
All right, I see.
this is for the assessments, which everybody in the village paid that had property in the village. So, he needs to pay it, and I will find out if he wants to do part of his wages.
And on that subject.
Oh, yeah.
How do raises be given? Was that solely on the administrator? Was it on the mayor? Because I seem to remember way back in the day when we increased Amy's wage that the council voted on it. And Rube's been given a raise that I didn't vote on, you didn't vote on.
Well, council sets the scale, you know what I mean?
Who-
And then the administrator can give the wage accordingly.
Okay,
The
so,
village administrator could do that.
all right, so that answers your question right there, I think. It'd have been nice to let council know,
No.
but
And I really think we should have voted on it.
Why
Yeah.
did council vote the,
I don't know I don't know if we have
I
a
don't-
scale, but,
I didn't.
well, that
Okay.
might have been before your guys' time. When the
He
mother,
had free range, Timmy had free range to pay room.
yeah,
Evidently, he did. For doing nothing as it is, he got a raise. So
No.
that goes on record that
He did stuff for
pisses me off.
7 minutes.
He went and collected boxes and took them down to the recycling center.
yeah,
Whatever. All right.
alright.
We need to, I need to bring up that, we already did vote and we give a $2 bonus on the weekends to our village cops.
And holidays.